Water. Do you know what water is exactly? I mean, we use it every day for our lives. We use it to bathe in. We use water to clean our cars with. We use water to wash our clothes, boil our food. We use water every day and in every which way possible. But more importantly, we need it in order to live, as well as every other species on this planet. There is around 1.332 cubic kilometers or 352 quintillion gallons of water in our oceans. And by the way, if you're wondering where that number came from, the estimate is based on using satellite data and the average depths of our ocean floor. It is very obvious that this planet and the things on it, even us as a species in general, is a mystery, with more questions than answers. But I guess it's those questions that drive us and motivate us to learn. Mainstream and those that truly run this planet only tell us what they want us to know, especially if in some way it benefits them as a whole. Well, I think it's time for us to take it upon ourselves to understand the things that benefit us as a whole, not just a selected few. Rather that be what our true origins are, or the simple knowledge of what a droplet of water really is, what it does, how it acts, and how can we use it to improve our lives every day. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of this week's Top 10. Today we will look into what you need to know about water and how you can use it to better your life. So if you're ready, let's begin. Did you know it takes 6,800 gallons of water just to grow a day's food for a family of 4? Also, an acre of corn will give off 4,000 gallons per day in evaporation. As well, water regulates the Earth's temperature. Less than 1% of the water supply on Earth can be used as drinking water. Doesn't sound like much, but when you do the math on this, it becomes 8.4 million liters, which equates to 2.2 million gallons per person on this planet. Now, we have learned how to harness water for electricity by putting up dams to store vast amounts of water in order to turn the blades of a turbine. But yet we don't really know what water is, or for that matter where it even came from. Let me explain. H2O, as we know it, is water composed of 2 elements, hydrogen and oxygen molecules, or if you prefer, 2 hydrogen atoms, H2, and 1 oxygen atom, which is the O, H2O. The problem is the spark of energy that's needed, and it's a violent process. But with all of our knowledge, we still can't produce 1 drop of water. Now, to keep it real, there are scientists at the University of Illinois that recently have discovered a new way to make water, but those results are not published yet in peer-reviewed science and therefore cannot be accepted as of yet. Another interesting fact about water you might not know about is that engineers at Stanford have a perfect working computer using magnetized water droplets instead of the traditional electrons currently used in computers today. The current chip is about the size of half a postage stamp, and the water droplets in this computer is smaller than a poppy seed. What I found to be very interesting is that scientists have shown that water not only has memory, but its structure is affected by the emotions of others. Scientists have concluded that water molecules act as a memory cell and record the entire history of interactions on the outside world. In proven test, which was conducted by a researcher by the name of Masaru Emoto on camera, and by the way, I highly recommend you check this out to get a better understanding on this, and I will leave a link below for you guys. I think you'll be blown away. Masaru Emoto has shown on camera that positive words and emotions produce beautiful crystal patterns, even by the use of classical music. But negative words or emotions, and even music such as heavy metal, produces ugly patterns and broken down uncompleted crystals. So here's the bottom line. If we're able to harness the power of a droplet of water to run a computer and to make electricity and a host of other things, and we know that water retains memory, and we know that water will change its own molecular structure based on positive or negative emotions that it's offered, what are we doing about it? Let me put it in another way. We know that the body is made of 66% water, and the heart and brain is made of 73% water, and the lungs are right around 83% water. Doesn't it make sense to use this knowledge you just heard about and be stronger for it? I say we use what we know and be stronger by simply using the knowledge of water and taking the time to bless your water with positive vibes and transforming that water to beautiful crystals of perfect golden ratio before drinking it, applying it to your everyday life, and let that water transform your body and be stronger and healthier for it. From where I'm sitting, there's nothing to lose by accepting this knowledge. Unfortunately, just like everything else that can help us in this world, the chances of this being taught, like so many other things, will never be taught in mainstream or in our schools. Imagine that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, because as smart as we think we are, we still let the system teach our kids that they derive from apes. I mean, really, this is the 21st century, and they're still teaching this crap to our kids. Okay, I'm getting off point here a little bit, and I'll have to save this for another video. I hope this enlightens you a bit, at least enough to research this for yourself and see that this can actually help you be stronger and healthier. Well folks, it's that time again, and we do thank you for joining us today on the Top 10, and as always, remember to like and subscribe. If you have a Top 10 you would like to see, then just give us a shout below. Until then, be safe, be aware, and we will see you next week on Top 10.